Welcome to the Wayland High School Class of 2023's graduation. Please remain standing for the national anthem performed by the Wayland High School Honors Chamber Choir.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Graduates, please be seated. It is now my pleasure to introduce our musical selection this evening and to offer the following remarks on behalf of the WHS Honors Band Ensemble, which read as follows. In January, we were invited to perform at the Metco MLK celebration in Roxbury, Massachusetts. It was at that time that our director, Mr. Onashuk, realized that there was no jazz band and vocalist arrangement of the Black National Anthem, Lift Every Voice and Sing, available for school jazz bands. Through a grant from the Wayland Public Schools Foundation, we have been able to commission Berklee College of Music professor and internationally renowned jazz pianist Zahili Gonzalez Zamora to write the first ever arrangement of its kind for school jazz bands in the United States. It is our hope that this grant allows access for all students to perform this important piece of American music. Our featured vocalist is our own WHS junior, Emmanuel Nizaramba. We hope you enjoy our world premiere performance of Lift Every Voice and Sing. Parents, family members, administrators, faculty members, classmates. Wayland has offered us an education that has been unparalleled by any metric. Funding, student test scores, student-to-teacher ratio, you name it. A fact we as students are frequently reminded of. But I found that what isn't as often made explicit is the value of that education. In fact, I've heard classmates ask, and even caught myself asking, why it's so crucial that we know the function of the Golgi apparatus, or the causes of the War of 1812, or how to identify iambic pentameter. The great philosophers agree that education has intrinsic value. My mother tells my sister and me that we must learn for learning's sake. Though not nearly as wise as she is, Socrates tells us that knowledge gives us the confidence in our convictions to keep on going when the going gets difficult. But, admittedly, it can be difficult to conceptualize how exactly this value manifests itself, especially when trying to juggle studying for tests, mountains of homework, extracurriculars, and, God forbid, a social life. I'd like then to propose an alternative raison d'etre for our 13 and counting years of schooling. Even if we never again need to recall the facts or processes asked of us on tests, even if we never again consciously think about the material we learned here, we must not forget that it was here we learned how to learn and how to do. Being given 3 tests on the same day taught us to prioritize. Group projects taught us to collaborate. Clubs and student government taught us how to lead. Deadlines taught us to succeed under pressure. Course selection taught us to challenge ourselves while recognizing our own limits. And getting a bad grade taught us to be resilient. All that is to say that the diplomas that we will soon be receiving don't just represent a demonstration of minimum competence in the required subjects, but also the experience we gained in meeting those requirements. It's important to remark on the fact that the work that each of us put in to earn the diploma we're about to receive was more than worthwhile, because, while for some, these 4 years will have been among the most fulfilling and enjoyable of our lives, for many they will have been very difficult. Being a teenager can be hard during the best of times, and I needn't tell you how 2020 through 2022 were anything but the best of times. My father likes to say that out in the real world, every day is a final exam and the only passing grade is an A. Speaking for myself, I could not be more thankful that I had 4 years during which nothing really mattered to learn about the world and to learn about myself. As we move on from this place, I'd like to extend a number of thank yous on behalf of the class of 2023. First and foremost, to our families. You have given us life in more ways than one. You sacrificed to give us the opportunity of a Wayland education and the resources we needed to succeed in a challenging district. Thank you to our staff and faculty for giving us that challenge so that we could better ourselves every day. Thank you for the experience, enthusiasm, kindness, and dedication you brought to the classroom in the face of leadership changes, dynamic circumstances, and on occasion your sometimes less dedicated students. Thank you to our administrators, Mr. Gass, Ms. Cole, and Dr. Mizuguchi for your hard work keeping our nearly 1,000-strong community of students and staff running smoothly during one of the most difficult and unpredictable 4 years in a generation. Thank you for not only listening to, but seeking out student voices. In doing so, you helped a number of us, including myself, find that voice from within. Classmates, I would venture to say just as much as we have been students of English, math, history, science, and language, we have been students of each other. Thank you for the friendship, support, and conversations you have given me, and thank you for the good times we've had together. I'd now like to invite Kaylee Mai, one of our 2 class representatives, to the podium.
Firstly, congratulations to all my classmates graduating today. It's been a long and strenuous 13 years. Giving up and dropping out looked real tempting at some points, but we made it. Thank you for the family, friends, and faculty that supported us to this point. I'm not the most sociable person, so for some of you in the audience, it might be your first time seeing me. Hello, I'm Kaylee. It was difficult choosing a topic to talk about. I expected other people would talk about perseverance and the growth mindset and other related ideas. I chose to share a perspective that I challenge everyone to consider while we move to new places, many of which will look a lot different from Wayland. I posed the question, what is community, and how can we include people in it? Community is something hard to define. It can be a place to belong, a place to turn to, a feeling of security, a feeling of being an integral part of something. I have never felt like a proper member of the greater Wayland community. Wayland isn't exactly homogenous, but at times it can feel that way. This town is over 80% white. I learned that as a kid, I would have to assimilate, to try to overcome the differences between my peers and I instead of accepting them. My mother doesn't speak English and can't communicate with many of my teachers. I was too ashamed to show the inside of my house to other people, too embarrassed that it wasn't big or clean enough, too embarrassed that people would think the red Chinese grocery store calendars hung in my dining room were strange. I learned to accept and eat burgers and salads I was offered at other people's houses. When those same people would come to my house, they were never expected to eat steamed fish or stir-fried squash. Being othered is often an unconscious movement. To change, we have to start by putting in the same effort to accommodate others as they do for us. Having people hide who they are in order to save others' discomfort is not the answer. I needed someone from the inside to dispel my insecurities, someone to assure me that although I was different, I wasn't lesser. This isn't to say community is only found in a large sense, in the scope of towns, cities, or societies. As with many things, it's easier to start out small. I found places to belong during my time at Wayland High School because people have reached out to me, accepted me, and put in the effort to understand me. I found I belonged in Miss Giglio's chem class, or Miss Ackerman's office, or with my friends eating hot pot. That they are my community, my place to turn to, and my feeling of being an integral part of something. When people include you, you're suddenly on the same level as everyone else. Your voice grows a little louder. Your ideas grow a little bolder. In the presence of my friends, I don't feel the need to always hide, to pretend that facets of my identity are superfluous. In chemistry class this year, I was welcomed with open arms by my classmates and Miss Giglio, who is wonderful and understanding and accommodating. When I have a bad day, it is always Miss Giglio's first thought to help out, to move test dates, or to just have a place for me to talk a little. Just one person acknowledging that my feelings are real is enough. This is all to say, we share a responsibility to take the time and effort to understand each other. Some of us are expected to adopt the customs, the language, and fit into the majority. But I challenge everyone here to be inquirers, to ask about their friend's version of normal. Make an effort to try another family's cuisine. Take an interest in each other's lives. Everyone deserves a place to turn to, if not for understanding, then for acceptance. Thank you.
We will now hear from Genevieve Morrison, our class secretary and the second of our two class representatives.
I experienced high school as a reporter for the Wayland Student Press Network. What I learned in these years of observation is easy to miss yet undeniable. It lives in all of us. It's that whisper in your ear, that wind behind your back, that quiet demand for more and for better. That whisper is what drives us to find the thing that makes us powerful. It's what prompted me to sign up for the journalism elective the spring of my freshman year on a whim, and to find the subject that's defined my years since then. As a journalist, I sought conversations with powerful members of our community, sat in on hours-long school committee meetings, and stayed up late into the night working on articles. I also had the chance to take a special role, a student and a bystander in spectacular events of talent, resilience, and fun by my classmates. I wrote because I knew this town had stories to tell, and that I was smart enough and strong enough to be the one to tell them. Every student in this class has something like that. Something at Wayland High School that inspired them to grow or gave them the agency to believe in themselves. Journalism was my passion and my window into the passions of others. But my task as a journalist also led me to grapple with the most challenging issues facing this community, problems far greater than myself and my abilities. We've all been impacted by the recent tumult in our district's leadership and its effects on all of our educators. We've all found ourselves assuming positions in a big argument tinged by long-standing issues of race and class. These were responsibilities that many of us were unprepared to take on, but quickly became a defining element of our identities. As a reporter, I've borne witness to the worst parts of our recent history. I quoted the yelling, I felt the tears, and I saw the division. But I'm not ready to abandon this town and label it as broken. Because I've also seen how these people, these graduates, have redefined what Wayland stands for, demanded change from those in power, and made a difference with their own two hands. While the world around you became unrecognizable, meaner and uglier by the day, the powerful thing within you remained. At Wayland High School, I found the publication that gave me a voice and taught me how to make people listen. And all of you discovered your strength, the wind behind your backs, your reasons to keep going. And for us, the class of 2023, this unbreakable streak of perseverance is just beginning. Thank you.
School Committee Chair, Ms. Erin Gibbons, will now give her remarks to the class of 2023.
First, I'd like to thank all of you for affording me the opportunity to speak tonight to the graduating class of 2023. I'd like to give a big thank you to the Wayland administrators, teachers, and staff who have worked together with all of the parents, family members, siblings, and friends that have supported this class in order for them to be here today. I spent a lot of time thinking about what to say tonight that wouldn't put you to sleep or bore you to tears, but most importantly, how I could help you to reflect on the past, celebrate the present, and focus on the future. So here goes nothing. When you started school in Wayland, you were a Loker Lion, then you became a Happy Hollow Hawk or a Klapik Cub. You learned to read, spell, make friends, compromise, be kind to others, work together, and maybe play some Nintendo games on the Wii. Years later, you ventured up to the middle school where you stepped up your game a bit. You developed your social skills in spite of the awkward phase of braces. You harnessed your sense of self and grew a greater understanding of civic responsibility while you lived the values of your house mentors, Henry David Thoreau, Rachel Louise Carson, and Martin Luther King Jr. In 2019, you arrived at Wayland High School for your final chapter of your Wayland education. I'm sure many of you are thinking that it was going to be a long 4 years until graduation. When you joined the ranks as a Wayland High School freshman, you also took on the label of Wayland Warrior, like many students who came before you. You've earned off-campus privileges, learned to drive, dance at prom, taken tons of finals, watched sports teams win and lose while wearing black and orange, stayed up late studying, survived senior assassins, and so much more. But now, graduation is finally here. The year many of you were born was the year YouTube launched. It seemed appropriate to point this out since you spent a good portion of your high school career on screens due to the pandemic. Marley and Me was released shortly before you entered kindergarten, setting the tone for all of you breaking into this crazy world with unconditional love and friendship. When I asked members of the class of 2023 for one word to describe this group, I was told resilient, driven, ambitious, hardworking, unique. I'm proud to be a part of a community that has raised individuals that embody all of those qualities. But most of all, I want you to remember that you are warriors. You have been courageous when faced with adversity. You have persevered through uncertainty. You have shown discipline in order to achieve and press on. A warrior can be defined as someone that has the courage to set goals and develop the strength and skills to accomplish them. Continue to set goals for yourselves and be students of life. Create your own path and strive to live it with all of the tips and tricks that you've learned during your time in the Wayland Public Schools. Make friends, be responsible for yourself, and hold yourself as well as others accountable. Push boundaries, ask questions, be critical thinkers, continue to persevere, embrace difference, and celebrate the uniqueness of each of you and others. Never lose your drive or forget where you came from. You are all equipped to continue to fight for and accomplish things of importance, big and small. Caps off to you, warriors, class of 2023. Congratulations, you did it. I'm going to hand it over to Dr. Allison Mizuguchi, principal of Wayland High School, for the presentation of the class of 2023.
It is rainy, it is gray, it is cold, and you all look incredible. We are so happy. You do! You look incredible. Good evening, families, community members, colleagues, and guests. Thank you for joining us on this graduation day. And to our graduates, the great class of 2023, congratulations on the many accomplishments that brought you to this day. I would first like to thank Prash, your class president for 4 years, for his steady leadership and his eloquent remarks, as well as of our student speakers today, Kaylee and Genevieve, for offering such inspiring and honest reflections. I also appreciate the leadership of the class officers on this stage, Samantha, Grant, and Genevieve, who not only are assisting with today's event, but have supported the senior class over the years in untold ways. The presence and stories of these representatives from this class, interwoven with the beautiful music of our Honors Concert Chamber Choir and the Honors Jazz Ensemble, truly elevate this day. On behalf of your teachers, counselors, administrators, and every staff member in the Wayland Public Schools who was a part of your journey, many of whom are here today, I extend to you our very best wishes as you launch from Wayland High School into your futures full of rich and wonderful possibilities. So today my role is to present you, the class of 2023, to our acting superintendent, Dr. Graham, and to certify that all of you have completed the requirements to earn your Wayland High School diplomas. I am proud to say that each one of you sitting before us today has not only met our school's requirements, but also you have shown uncommon courage in simply doing what you're supposed to do, which is to go to school and learn. The fact that we had to postpone today's ceremony due to thunderstorms, and we're still getting rain on our rain day, is the latest challenge in a tumultuous 4 years during which you have not just endured, but thrived. You have faced every proverbial rain cloud, every threat of a downpour, with your heads high and your determination undaunted. The world shut down when you were ninth graders. You couldn't re-enter your high school until October of your sophomore year, and only for half a week at a time. You had a sophomore semi-formal as juniors and a junior prom as seniors. In the meantime, our country is churning with injustice and unrest. Laws are made to take away freedoms rather than protect them, and the adults sometimes can't figure out how to listen to each other. In the face of all of this, you had to persevere just to have a high school experience as close to normal as possible. In doing so, you have shown us how to live in an era full of unpredictability and division and still find joy and achieve great things. The word persevere is on the senior rock for a reason. All of you found a way through, around, and over unprecedented obstacles. obstacles that high schoolers just shouldn't have to face. I don't think you necessarily knew that you were doing something special. You were just trying to be teenagers, growing into your best selves during the last 4 years, as you deserve to do. When the world said, shut down, you said, I'm going to learn. When the world said, be quiet, you said, I'm going to speak. When the world said, sit down, you said, I'm going to stand up. The class of 2023 has shown this individually and collectively in countless ways, such as Sarah and Alexi said, we're going to have the century's most exhilarating dance-off at class night. That was incredible. That was an incredible sight for those of you who were there. Maya said, I'm going to hit a grand slam. Malachi said, I'm going to wear rectangular-shaped iridescent sunglasses and smile at everyone I see. Trisha said, I'm going to prepare and argue a complex case on an all-female mock trial team. Grant said, I'm going to earn state honors for playing the cello despite a broken hand. Alex said, I'm going to partner with a local college to help me develop an app and start a company. Matthew said, I'm going to restore a speedy little go-kart and take my principal on a harrowing ride through campus at night. Katie said, I'm going to sing on an outdoor stage in order to tell stories and bring joy to other people. Carson said, I'm going to work on a team that designs and builds an industrial-sized robot that competes against other schools. Many of you said, I'm going to paint and act and play my instrument and write news stories. I'm going to get a job and create a club and earn a varsity letter. You said, I'm going to debate ideas with my teachers and classmates and study into the night and cram for tests. I'm going to nurture my friendships and care about the people around me and smile and laugh and make teenage mistakes and learn from them. Perseverance is a form of defiance, of pushing ahead against obstacles, or in your case, of simply striving for what you're entitled to, a high school experience that opens doors and cultivates who you are. In the face of a world that isn't getting any easier to navigate, your insistence on learning and growing and contributing, and your ambition and your joy have inspired all of us. So, Dr. Graham, it is my honor to present the class of 23 to you. I attest that these students have successfully completed all of the requirements for a Wayland High School diploma. Moreover, they have met struggle with grace and determination and have left Wayland High School a much stronger place than it was before. Thank you, class of 2023, and congratulations.
Good evening, colleagues, school committee members, parents, guardians, family members, friends, students, and seniors. I'm Perry Graham, and I have had the honor of serving as the district's assistant superintendent for the last 5 years and the acting superintendent for the last several months. There is some interesting symmetry going on for me this evening. My daughter, my firstborn, is a senior at Concord Carlisle High School, and I was at her graduation ceremony earlier today. So parents, I feel what you are feeling right now. When I saw my daughter walk across the stage this morning and accept her diploma, there were so many things that I wished I could have said to her, but I wasn't able to. I mean, obviously, I was sitting in the audience. I wasn't up on stage with a microphone. And after the ceremony was too busy, she wanted to go and be with her friends. And if I'm honest with myself, there was just too much to say, and it was too complicated. But I still wish that I could have said those things. And it just so happens that at this moment, I'm not in the audience. I am on the stage. And it just so happens that I do have a microphone. So seniors, what I'd like to do this evening is tell you what your parents are thinking right now, what they wish they could say to you as you walk across the stage, and what I wish I could have said to my daughter earlier today. All right, so first things first, is there anyone in the class of 2023 named Sydney? Sydney, right here? All right, so my daughter's name is Sydney, and I'm going to be using her name throughout this speech. So, Waylon Sydney, if you want to, you can pretend that I'm talking to you. Sydney, the first thing I want to tell you is how incredibly proud I am of you. And it's hard to capture the way I feel with words, the kind of emotion that you feel in a moment like this, watching your child achieve this sort of accomplishment. I'm not sure there's really a word for it. We say proud, but that's because we don't have anything better to call it. It's an emotion unlike anything else, with a depth and a power that is really quite overwhelming. The next thing I want to tell you is that just because you graduated from high school, that doesn't mean you get to stay out all night or do whatever you want. It's still my house, my rules. Waylon Sydney, you listening to this? And I'm still going to fall asleep on the couch by the front door. Sorry, I lost my page here. Got a little angry about all of this. I'm still going to fall asleep on the couch downstairs by the front door when you're out late, and you still have to wake me up when you get home so that I know you're okay. Sydney, I want you to know how many memories I have of you. I remember the first steps you ever took. You were 15 months old. You were always cautious as a child, so you walked a little late, and we were at Nana's house. You were smiling, and I remember you taking those first steps towards me. And now I know the steps you take are going to be steps away from me. And that's okay. That's how it's supposed to be. But that's going to be hard. And I'm scared of how it's going to feel when you're not there. I remember making dinner in the kitchen, just you and me, singing along to Taylor Swift, talking about Taylor's genius, analyzing her lyrics. You kept me like a secret, but I kept you like an oath. Sydney, there are lots of things I'm going to miss. I'll miss sitting at the dinner table and hearing about your day. I'll miss arguing every Friday night over what movie we were going to watch as a family. One thing I'm not going to miss is how much the water bill goes down now that you aren't taking 2-hour showers every day. But I'll miss you stealing my shirts and hogging all the laundry baskets. I'll miss listening to you play the piano or watching you dance one of your silly little Irish jigs. But you know who's really going to miss you is your brother, Jared. All right, so next, anyone in the class of 2023 have a younger brother named Jared? Anyone? Raise your hand if you have a younger brother named Jared. Is he here? Where is he? So if your name's Jared and you've got an older sister in the class of 20, can you like raise your hand or something? Where are you up there? Is it over there? All right. So Waylon Jared, for this part of my speech, you're going to be playing the role of a 14-year-old 8th grade boy. So to help you get into your part, you still haven't quite figured out how deodorant works. And all those hours that your sister spends in the shower, you totally make up for that by never showering. All right, so Waylon Sydney, look at Waylon Jared. Waylon Sydney, he's really going to miss you. He's going to miss trying to beat you at ping pong. He's going to miss fighting with you over whose turn it is to take out the garbage. He's going to miss all your fashion advice. And he's going to miss having someone who speaks a language that only the two of you understand. He's going to miss the person who's been there with him on his team every day since he was born. So Waylon, class of 2023, know that right now your parents are thinking about all the memories they have of you. They're thinking about the first steps you ever took and of the steps you're about to take across this stage. They're thinking about what they're going to miss when you're gone. They're thinking that just because you've graduated, you still don't get to stay out all night. If you have any younger siblings, well, let's be honest, they're probably thinking about how they're going to steal your room. But eventually, they'll think about how they'll miss you. Whoever is here from your family, they're all thinking about how much they love you. But more than anything else, if they could say something to you right now, like I get to, they would tell you how incredibly proud they are of you. Dr. Mizuguchi, I accept the class of 2023 as having met the requirements for graduation, and I certify them as high school graduates. Waylon Sydney and all the other members of the Waylon class of 2023, congratulations.
shall now begin the presentation of diplomas. Joining me in calling the roll will be our class vice president, Samantha Tiska, class treasurer, Grant Lee, and class secretary, Genevieve Morrison. Tatiana Almeida. Tess Khalil Alonji. Robert John Leong Andreasen. Grigory Vorontsov. Anaya Trinity Bernard. Isabella Grace Boyajian. Ethan Henry Brandolioni. Colin James Brown. Deirdre McKenney Brown. Jacob Max Burgess. William John Burke. Catherine Lauren Byrne. Jacqueline Marie Cahaley. Isabella Giselle Calvo Aparicio. Luke Christopher Caples. Emily Elena Campos Belusi. Jillian Patricia Carr. Delia Jane Caulfield. Anthony Edward Boyd Cavallo. Allison Sarah Chase. Hannah Lily Chase. Calvin Jade Chow. Isabella Ann Chizulo. Piper Clara Sinti. Jacob Dunn Crawford. Stephen McCabe Craven. Thomas McCabe Craven. Bryn Teresa Curtin. Fred Julius Chauderna. Brennan Christopher Davies. Amanda Jean Dennis. Ryan Jerome Desmond. Alexander Mario DiCarlo. Jessica Ding. Malachi Jaden Dixon Loatman. Ajane Faith Drayton. Charlotte Diana Dudow. Hannah Medhut Dwidar. Sophia Claire Engelhart. Devin Jedediah Estrada. Lucas Felicio Evangelista. Nathan Joseph Evangelista. Jessica Gale Feist. Serena Florence Sachiko Field. Avery Ty Fitzgerald. Ryan Scott Flathers. Sarah Jane Foley. Jadiel Jose Fontanez Mondesi. Matthew Aaron Frank. Jasmine G. Fu. Jane Annunciata Gargano. Grayson Wise Gatz. Theodora Ami Ghosh. Samantha Esther Gigliotti. Hannah Rose Gordon. Zachary Leo Gordon.
Lucy Carolyn Grasso. Zachary Francis Greenberg. Jamari Joe Green. Zachary Aaron Grossman. Sambel Altagracia Guerrero Nivar. Layla Alicia Hamilton. Colby Robert Hanlon. Ashley Maria Hanna. Theodore Pascual Harding II. Hunter Tobin Harris. Jasmine Van Hassan. Nicole Ann Henderson. Marion Claire Hess. Andrew John Hebert. Eric Mitchell Hebert. Natalia Homiak. Samaya Horton. Jeffrey Huang. Anna Mae Ilian. Michael Sean Jennings. Jason Johnson. Eileen Caprasert. Rebecca Jo Pilar Kamens Gill. Nikhil Sagar Kapadia. Riley Jane Kendall. Michelle Kader Kawaja. Christopher Smested Kiernan. Adelaide Barnard Kissel. Erica Sin Yi Lai. Catherine McNamara Lambert. Olivia Grace Lappin. Quincy Malachi Jesse Leary. Kevin Yen-Tzu Lee. Maya Yukie Lee. Riley Lynn Licklider. Zachary Trustman Leiter. Bryn Rhiannon Leonard. Gabriel Alexander Leikerman. Alina Liu. Joshua Yi Ming Liu. Sydney Catherine Lloyd. Ulysses Lopez King. Kaylee Mai. Odelia Yuehan Liu. Noah Benjamin Malkin. Justin Mao. Marshall Bancroft Marabella. Amelie Eva Martin. Lillian Grace Mardo. Nathan Charles Mazakopos. Alexina Elizabeth McQuilkin. Julia McGuinn Menti. Christopher Brandon Murillo. Dimitri Del Minisidis. Eiley Piper Montague. Molly James Monowek.
William Joseph Morris. Jonathan Jiangning Moy. Liam Xavier Mumford. Declan Kevin Murphy. Amartya Nagesha. Nandana K. Nair. Yassine Salim Nguyen. James Michael Nolan. Liam Patrick Nolan. Sadie Grace Norgard. Erica Heidi O'Donnell. Megan Ashley O'Donnell. Madeline Elise O'Leary. Brendan Edward O'Rourke. Kaya Rose Olson. Sophia Donna Oppenheim. Patricia Jung-hee Pak. Kenny Park. Sanaya Ninette Phillips. Chris Poole Evans. Elizabeth O'Neill Powers. Ryan Emery Prince. Rayan Mohammed Kadir. Leighton Thomas Quinn. Trisha Potness Raj. Ramji Ravi. Riley Dever Reynolds. Ashley Morgan Rice. Bradley Wayne Rice. Charlotte Jane Richter. Alexei Valentin Rijanikov. Emily Catherine Roberge. Derek Brian Raymond Roberts. Seth Tyler Rosen. Olivia Lee Rubin. Austin Ward Russell. Barbara Elizabeth Russell. Madison Paige Schofield. Catherine Grace Showden. Connor McCarthy Sheehan. Rachel Alexa Snyder. Eli Samuel Sodikson.
Benjamin Alvin Stahl. Sophie Malialani Stowell. Olivia Layla Talakal. Catherine Taxiarchis. Charlotte Rebecca Thurman. Isabella Madeline Thoen. Harden Toby. Zachary Elias Todd. Anne Mary Tom. Caroline Ross Travis. Wesley Adam C. Michael Venaria. Gina Shiran Wang. Morgan Lena Warner. Matthew Alfred Watkins. June Cynthia Way. Aditya Aniruddha Welling. Marcos Joseph Welton. Carson Remfer Whitehouse. Noelle Evelyn Whitmore. Nina Dorothy Wilson. Dylan Riley Wood. Sophia Linyu Zhe. Rachel Yan. Adrian Christopher Yemen. Al Stephen Young. Ella Grace Zachary. Daniel Lufei Zhang. Skylar Huang Zhou. Jake Anderson Zacco.
Samantha Julie Tiska. Grant Songjin Lee. Genevieve Mary Morrison.
Last but not least, Prashant Vivek Subaya.
Graduates, please rise. We will now move our tassels from the right to the left. Congratulations.